right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Brissett. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Brissett on first down. And oh, right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Brissett. Here as he's taken down. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Down! Wide 85!
On second down now, it's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go. No. Minus 50.
Here's Grant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Mike 50.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Raiders 7, Colts nothing.
Here we go. Time to end it. Like 50. Who's your hooker? Slam.
To throw is Brissett. It's complete to Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Flushed out right. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll throw again. Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Looking to run with Mack. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Now Brissett on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Grant. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 1st and 10, Brissett flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brissett to throw on 1st. That's into the hands of Pascal. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Brissett looking for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 2. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
At the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to run you over.
They will run with Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Grant. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Now, you ready? Check back.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, 180.
Throwing his car on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's caught. Jones. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
What now? 180.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On first down, Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now, it's Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone, and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got Lockett. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Brissett under pressure again, and down he goes again. Maurice Hurst, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Flushed out right. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll bring this all the way up to the the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go back to Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 185. Right 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A pickup of 18 yards.
They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Brissett now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett, escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Brissett. Campbell making the catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Brissett looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr going to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half. Hoping for one.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Flush to his right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First down,
Right down. 180. Get down. Get down. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy